Hello and welcome to Searcy Trucking. In this segment, we'll be talking about fuel cards. As an overview, we'll be covering general info, card access in Canada, card access in the US, fuel map, fuel prices, how to access products and limits, your fuel card when switching trucks, card replacement, card return, and card troubleshooting, as well as cash advances. General information. Will I be provided a Searcy fuel card? The answer is yes. Searcy provides one fuel card, an EFS card, to every driver, including company drivers and owner-operators. The active EFS fuel card will be handed out during the orientation with the PIN number set up. The card is accepted in both Canada and the US. There's no need to submit fuel receipts if you use the EFS card for any transactions. Card access in Canada. Where can I use my fuel card in Canada? In Canada, the card is accepted at Shell, Flying J, Pilot, and Esso. The card will work at a combination Husky Esso location at the pump, but not in store. In Eastern Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic provinces, Irving is available, but only if the other locations are not accessible. As a side note, Husky and Co-op do not accept this card. What if I need to travel to Northern Canada? Please use Petro-Canada when you travel to Northern Canada, examples of Thompson and into the territories. Even though this is off-network, this is the only option in Northern Canada. Winnipeg drivers will need to call for an override. Where can I use my fuel card in the US? The card is accepted at almost any location in the US. However, we only want fuel purchases at Flying J, Pilot, Loves, TA, Petro, Quick Trip, or Quick Star. These locations provide a discounted fuel rate to our fleet. Cenex and Truckers Inn do not accept this card. Where can I find the fuel map that works with our discount network? Please use your TransFlow app to find available fueling locations that are on our discount network. You can also find the fuel map on searcytrucking.com under the heading Fuel Map. Can I check the fuel map in TransFlow app without entering my location? Yes, if you would like to check the fuel map only on the TransFlow app, you do not necessarily need to enter your location or current location. An example attached for the fuel map, you can zoom in and out to find nearest locations. Again, that will be under the searcytrucking.com website under fuel map, and it'll show you all the locations. How can I check the discounted fuel prices? You can go into our fuel map on the TransFlow app to see the price range color. The darker color means more expensive, and the lighter color means less expensive. Fueling off the network. What is the maximum fuel volume I can get if fueling at a location that is off our fuel network? If the fuel station takes our EFS card, Altona drivers can fuel off-network up to 250 gallons. Winnipeg drivers can fill up to 50 gallons at the off-network site. If you need to fill off-network due to routing permits, please purchase enough fuel only to get to an on-network fuel station. What if I have to fuel at a location that is off our fuel network? The location you are at might not accept the EFS cards. Winnipeg drivers also will need to call in for anything over 50 gallons. Is there any other information I need to know? Fueling off-network is always the last resort. There is no discount at off-network fuel stations. The price at the pump is the price the company or owner-operator will pay. If you need to fuel off-network, we recommend putting enough fuel in your tank to make it to the next on-network fueling station. What products can I buy and what are the limits? The cards can be used to purchase fuel, DEF fluid, additives, windshield washer fluid, and also to pay for scaling fees, for example at the CAT scales. The next slide shows the products and limits that you can purchase on your EFS cards. So please follow within those guidelines. What if I spend over my daily limit of a certain product? The transaction will not go through if you go over your daily limit. If you need to override the limits, please contact Chloe at extension 272 during business hours. That's Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., excluding holidays. For after-hour emergencies, please text or call, and the numbers provided, 204-806-3843. What if I switch trucks? Do I use the same fuel card? Yes, the fuel card is assigned to the driver, not the truck. So if you switch trucks, please use the same fuel card and enter the truck unit that you are currently putting fuel into, not your old truck unit. What if I need a card replacement? If you need a new card, please report to the office immediately, and a new card will be issued to you and the old one will be canceled. This is only during business hours, again, Monday to Friday, 8 to 4:30, excluding holidays. When should I return my fuel card? The only time you'll have to return your fuel card is if your employment contract with Searcy has been terminated. The office will cancel your fuel card, and failure to return the card will be subject to a fee and charged back to you. Card troubleshooting. What happens if the fuel card is not working at an authorized network pump, or if my transaction is rejected? What is the procedure? Ask yourself, is the truck stop new? If this is a new location, please contact the office and the override will be given. Be sure to read all questions at the pump. Answer no to reefer fuel. Please make sure you entered the correct PIN number and the truck unit number. What if I have entered all the correct information, but my card is still not working at an authorized network pump, or if my transaction is rejected? Please contact Chloe at extension 272 during business hours, or for after-hour emergency only requests, you can call or text the number 204-806-3843. Does the card allow me to manually enter the transaction? No, our cards cannot be manually entered unless the office staff overrides it in certain special circumstances. What if I entered the PIN number or the truck unit number wrong too many times? If you entered any information incorrectly, your card might be locked and you will have to wait for the card to be unlocked. Each site has its own rules. For example, Love's will lock your card if you enter more than 3 times with any wrong information. You can go into the store and they will unlock your card for you. If I'm buying washer fluid or DEF container or a DEF fluid container at the authorized fuel store, why is the transaction rejected? Please let the store know to put the proper category, such as windshield washer fluid or DEF fluid, instead of merchandising products when checking out. That should help correct the problem. Cash advances. Can I take cash from the fuel card? Cash advance funds are automatically added every Sunday, $100 for company drivers and $200 for owner-operators. If you use any of the cash advances on the fuel card, accounting will charge back in the following payroll. If you don't use your cash advances, it doesn't accumulate. It will just stay at the authorized limit. What if I need more cash than my cash advance limits for emergency use? Any additional advances must be requested and are subject to a $15 processing fee if they are for personal use and not for Searcy costs. Again, please contact Chloe during business hours and for after-hours emergency only requests on the cell. A side note, no personal use advances will be approved outside of regular business hours. What kind of requests are not considered an after-hours emergency? Personal use, for example, for groceries or paying bills, escort and pilot cars. You can find the phone numbers in your licensing binder, and we have accounts with them. Hotel fees, permits, except for the northern site permits, we have accounts for our permits as well. Any equipment purchases for emergency use that are over $400. For company drivers, any equipment purchase for business use needs to be approved by your fleet manager first. What if I use a cash advance to purchase something for business use? If you use your cash advance for business purposes, please submit the receipts with your trip envelope for reimbursements. If you are a company driver, for owner-operators, please talk to your fleet manager for approval first for any reimbursements. And that concludes our fuel card segment. Again, welcome to Searcy Trucking.